bark all day, little doggy, or are you gonna bite?
Sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
To infinity and beyond!
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm gonna make him an offer again with you.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Houston, we have a problem.
Don't mess with Julia. You'll get the horns.
Why so serious?
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Come play with us, Daddy.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Are you not entertained?
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I'm the dude.
Hail to the king, baby.
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Okay, everybody, hello, and welcome to the FIlmageddon Film Quiz, the July 22nd edition of the FIlmageddon Film Quiz. I can't even keep count how many quizzes we've done anymore because, well, we stopped numbering them, and the numbering was confusing anyway. But needless to say, it's a lot. We keep doing it, we keep having fun, and we are back another Wednesday here on Twitch. So thanks everybody for joining us. We're going to start any minute now. Just want to say a couple things before the quiz. So if you're just joining us for the first time, you can get a link to the answer sheets over on our Twitter, where we are at FIlmageddon Quiz, or Adam will post them in the chat as well. You need one person from each team to do the answer sheet to be in it for a chance to win. And secondly, remember, you guys probably remember, we had some technical difficulties last week, so we tried a few things out after the stream, and basically what seemed to work is closing the streaming software and starting it right back up again. So it is a case of turn it off, turn it back on, and it fixed the audio. So if the microphone does go a bit wonky today, what we're going to do is we'll try to let everybody know, but we'll shut down the streaming software, which means the stream will go offline. But if you don't touch anything, if you just stay on that stream page, once we restart the streaming software and go live again, that will just reload on its own, and you should be there for the quiz. Hopefully, we don't have to do that, but just wanted to let you guys know that's what we could try to do this week. So that's how Twitch works, luckily enough, so you guys won't have to do much. But anyway, let's start things off. I think that's all we had to get to. Good luck, everybody, tonight. Hope we have some fun. There's some new and interesting rounds tonight, so we'll see how it goes. But we're going to start with the obscured round, and this one sort of comes as it was a suggestion as well from some fans and viewers, and this is the films of Joel Schumacher. So we had a couple of you guys write in suggesting this, and obviously we missed it a couple of weeks ago. Another sort of nice one to touch upon after the fact, rest in peace, Joel. So you're going to see clips from 10 films that Joel Schumacher has directed. These are going to be obscured. You're just going to sort of hear, you're sort of going to be able to make out what's going on. And hopefully with what you can see and what you can hear, you can piece it together and simply name the film. So without further ado, let's start this thing with round one, the obscured round, Joel Schumacher films.
Little shit!
Alex! Alex, no!
Al!
Here!
What's happening?
How do you feel now, best friend? Oh, my notes! You won't be needing your notes on the meaning of life anymore!
Alex, stop it right now! You're gonna kill us!
This isn't gonna solve anything, Al. Think of your political career, huh?
Alex, stop it!
That's all I've done for you! Well, I can't feel I've done a lot for you, too, so why don't you just pull me up? What'd you get for me, you little shit? Was to steal the woman that I was gonna marry!
Oh, yeah. Came back for the battery operated vagina after all.
I need information. I thought you might be able to help.
Thomas Wells. Nice picture. What sort of information you looking for? Because I got all different kinds.
Kind I'll pay for.
All right, mister. Now, I don't know what you're looking for, but so we're clear from the start. I'm straight.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Hey, zip it. Now, I can hook you up, though, you know. Okay, you name the device, I name the price.
I don't want lunch. I want breakfast.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm really sorry, too.
Get a gun! Let's get organized.
Calm down. Just calm down, everybody. Just sit down. Sit down over there. Hey. Mister. Where are you going? No. You sit down there and you finish your lunch. Come on. Everybody just relax. At that moment, I knew my life would never be the same. I raced out into the storm, trying to outrun the rage, pain. And then I fell. I fell forever. Cave was monstrous. It must have been there for centuries.
What do we got?
Come on, Nelson,
Nothing, not a goddamn thing.
Up me to 300. Charge. Clear. Begin CPR. 1,000. 2,000.
Sodium bicarbonate.
3,000. Back him. 4,000. 5,000. Freeze. 2,000. 3,000. 4,000. 3,000. No.
Roark, I am sure that I don't need any help. Thank you, though.
Okay. Well, I guess that would just have to be your loss then, huh? Nice to meet you, more than compromised.
Pleasure all mine, she. Got to love the Lord for making things like that. Sure you don't at least take a peek at her resume there, Lone Ranger? Not like you couldn't use the help.
No, I don't want to look at a resume here, Rex, because I have you.
That's a very serious book, man.
Only 5 in existence.
4, actually. I'm always looking out for the other 3. Look, you can't put the Superman number 77s with the 200s. They haven't even discovered red kryptonite yet. And you can't put the number 98s with the 300s. Lori Lamaris hasn't even been introduced.
Where the hell are you from? Krypton?
Phoenix, actually. But lucky me, we moved here.
We are moments away. How about that for leverage?
This is a negotiation. You have guns, you have the power to take our lives, but I have the power to make you rich. So please just let her take the car and drive away, and I'll do that. I'll open the safe and make you rich.
Oh, her? You sure she's worth it, Kyle?
$1 million. Yes, that's right, kid. You did it. You hit the mother load. You saw me sign for $1 million with your own eyes. And it's right there, just inches away. All you have to do is just let my wife go. And then come on down and grab it.
Ain't no special fucking invitation, son. Move your ass, soldier. Hoist your skinny GI ass up on that dude. Let's go, Pack. Get it done. Get it done.
Private Boz, rolling, no middle initial. Well, looky here. You're on your way to the infantry again, boy. And I bet my hairy left nut they bag and tag you within a week. Any man try as hard as you to get out of the fucking army still a GI I'll never see home again.
I'll tell you, Sarge, I don't like the rehearsal, so I'm gonna skip the show.
Fuck you. Get on that deuce, boy.
Whoa! What the hell are you doing? What, not smooth enough for your ass?
Not my ass I'm worried about. It's the bum in the back seat.
There's a bomb in the back seat.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Have a little faith, Mr. Hayes.
I have a little faith in you. Give me a little gun.
Damn.
Okay, guys, there we go. The films of Joel Schumacher. So great Joel Schumacher. There's some really good films included there. Hopefully you guys are familiar with some of those, and maybe if you didn't get them, even when you see the answers, you might be like, oh yeah, I do like that film. I do really enjoy it, because he had a really great and diverse catalog of films that really I think a lot of people forget about because they think of like Batman and Robin and stuff, and then let that blank out everything else. But anyway, let's move on to round 2. I know that could have been a very hard start to the quiz. Hopefully round 2 gets you back a bit easier, because we're going to the soundtrack round, and we are talking westerns or something like it. Because these are going to be westerns, but maybe not in the traditional sense. Some of them more than others. I think you'll get what I mean fairly quickly. You're going to hear sound clips from these movies, 45 seconds or so in length from the soundtracks, and you're going to hear them one time, so listen, and then you're going to have 3 minutes afterwards to try to get them all. I mean, all of this is not new. We do this all the time. We do this for every round, for every quiz. We've done this like hundreds of times by now, it seems like. Anyway, I will leave you with the soundtrack round because I am rambling right now. So good luck with soundtracks from westerns. Wink, wink.
Cowboys and pioneers, come lend your eyes and ears. I've got the need to testify. Don't try to build your nest out in the open west, 'cause there's a million ways to die. 6 bullets in the gut are just a paper cut. Too many ways to quantify. They'll cut your ankle off to cure a minor cough.
Once upon a time in the West, a madman lost his damn mind in the West. Love less, kidnap or die, nothing less. Now I must put his behind to the test. Then through the shadows, in the saddle, ready for battle. Bring all your poison, it kind of poison. Behind my back, all everything you did, front and center. Now where you lip at, kid? Who that is? A mean brother, bad for your health. Looking damn good though, if I can say it myself. Told me Loveless is a madman, but I don't fit that. He got mad weapons too, ain't trying to hear that. Trying to bring down me, the champion. When y'all clowns gon' see that it can't be done. Understand me, son, I'm the slickest they is. I'm the quickest they is. Did I say I'm the slickest they is? So if you barking up the wrong tree, we coming. Don't be starting nothing. Me and my partner gonna test your chest, Loveless. Can't stand it.
Well, 2 naughty, nasty little rounds gone, 4 nice, sweet little rounds left. Yeah, there we go. The westerns, the soundtracks, you guys get it. It's good, it's easy. Easy stuff. Some familiar ones in there. I'm sure some really hard ones in there as well. That's how we do things here at the Filmageddon Quiz. But let's move on to round 3. I think a lot of you will probably be happy about this next round because this is sort of like a collective of a lot of people's suggestions. And we are going to be talking the picture round. Throw them a bone because we're talking dogs in films. People like dogs. Dogs are good. My dog is right there and he's sleeping. He'll probably start barking at some point because that's what he does. But I'm not going to bother him because he's quiet and he's sleeping. So for the picture round this week, what we're going to do is show you 5 stills from films. Each of these stills is going to have a dog in it. Each picture has 2 answers, and the answers are you want to name the film, and then you want to name that dog's name in the film, you see. Yeah, they're all 2 parts. It's going to be good. You guys are going to love it. You guys love dogs. You're going to name the dogs from the films, and you're going to name the films themselves. And some of these films do have sequels or prequels or whatever, but you do have to name the specific film, not just the film franchise. So, you know, we can't make it too easy for you guys. So you guys will have about a minute on each of these pictures, and then we'll move on. So good luck with round 3. right, there you guys go. A round for all the good boys and girls out there. Obviously, I think this is something we could probably revisit a lot in the future because there's a lot of good dogs in films. And I do want to take a minute, just sit right there, to tell you a little story. No, I'm not going to go into that. But I do want to take a minute here to remember one of the best dogs in all of cinema. A dog that whenever I see on the screen, it always brings a bit of joy, a little flutter to the heart, and a little tear to the eye because he was gone a bit too soon. So I do want to take a minute here to just remember one of the best dogs in cinema history. So join in with me in the remembering. Did you like that? Okay. We have a little fun here at the FIlmageddon Film Quiz. Not a lot of fun, just a tiny bit of fun. But there you go. You've indulged me another week, so I appreciate that because I missed out on a week of Killer Clown, so it just felt wrong to do it 2 weeks in a row. But let's move on to round 4 because round 4 is a trivia round, which means I get to stick around for this one, which puts all the pressure on me and the microphone to work. So round 4 is split up into 2 trivia rounds, so let's go into it. It is a bit like the Paul Rudd Mac and Me prank. If I ever go on a talk show, I will show clips of this film because it deserves to be seen. Right, so let's go to the first one, the delay game. I want you to put the following films in order from the shortest delay, based because of the pandemic, of course, to the longest delay. So all of these films had the original release date and then the new release date, and these are the release dates according to the Wikipedia pages, which I believe are the US release dates. So I don't want you guys cheating and looking at them, but I just want to tell you where the sources are coming from. So keep that in mind. These are the 5 films. I want you to put those in order from the film that has the shortest amount of time between its delay and the longest amount of time. So some shorter than others. You've got 5 of them there. I guess I'll keep talking. No, I'm not going to keep talking. I'll leave that with you guys for a couple minutes to figure out. Don't cheat. Don't go on the Wikipedias. Plus, then you have to do a lot of math. You have to get like a calculator involved and all that. Just don't waste your time doing it. It's not worth it. Just enjoy it. Try to figure it out. Okay, I'll give you guys a few more seconds on this one. So remember, you're putting them in order from the shortest delay to the longest delay. And this is obviously going to all change, as we get closer to some of these adjusted release dates. But we're just going as they were the other day when I put this quiz together. And luckily, I didn't include Tenet because who knows, right? Who knows? Tenet Watch on the Filmageddon podcast. Make sure you subscribe to it and listen to it and all that good stuff. It's one of our favorite bits. Anyway, let's go on to the second part of the trivia round this week. And remember, you guys are going to have 10 minutes to get any of these ones that you may have missed and talk it over with your team a bit more. It is a return of Box Office Mofo. Now, we're going to be really specific here, and it's kind of an odd one, but bear with me here. I want you to put the following films in order from the lowest to the highest grossing at the U.S. box office from the weekend of July 10th to the 12th. The weekend we did the July 10th, the reason why we did the 10th to the 12th is basically because this past weekend didn't have all of the same sort of data. Plus, some of the films, it just made a lot more sense. It was a lot more fun because these are the 5 films that were the top 5 films at the U.S. box office. So I want you to put those 5 in order. You don't have to know how much money they made, but just go from the lowest to the highest grossing. So all of these re-releases, if you were in the U.S., which I don't imagine any of us were, you had a chance to go see them. I don't know necessarily why you would take the chance. I guess a drive-in would be quite fun. I do miss the drive-ins. But anyway, I'm going to give you guys a few minutes with this one, and then we will move on. So good luck. All right, guys, there you go. That's the trivia round for this week. It's kind of an interesting one, kind of a fun one. It's always good to see some of those films back at the top of the box office, despite the situation being what it is. But if you live in the States, you get a chance to see them. And I think they've re-released some of these over here in the UK as well. So if you are going back to the cinema, you've probably got some good films to watch until the new stuff does come out. But let's move on, because round 5 is a new one this week, and it's probably going to be a bit tricky as well. So I hate to say it. No, I don't. I love it. I love to do tricky questions. The video round is 8-Bit Glory. So this is going to be pretty similar to, you guys probably remember the crappy action figure round that we did a few quizzes back. So instead of crappy action figures, I'm going to show you 10 clips from video games based on films, and these are going to be old school video games. We are talking like Atari, Nintendo, Sega. We're going way back, and you guys simply have to just name the film that they're based off of. So even if you guys aren't familiar with the games themselves, I want you to look beyond it. Try to pick up the clues that may be in those clips as well. I'm sure some things will stand out at you, even if you've never seen the game before. So hopefully not the hardest round in the world, a bit of fun, something a little different, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So here we go, round 5. Alright guys, there you go. Round 5, the video game adaptations round. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, something a bit different here. And I think it works for a lot of people. Again, even if you're not familiar with the games themselves, hopefully you can see some of the films underneath the 8-bits, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's go on to the final round tonight. And we are talking yearly beloved, and it is going to be blockbusters from the 2000s. So all of these films were released between the year 2000 and 2009, each film released in its own specific year. You simply have to name the film and put it in the correct year on your answer sheet. You've done this before. We've all done this before. We've been here. We've done that. But now we are talking blockbuster films. All these films were in the top 10 highest grossing films for the years that they were released. So you should have no problem knowing what the films are, but maybe just a little bit of a problem getting them in the right year. We'll see how you do. We'll give you guys this round, then we'll come back, take a quick break, and go over the answers. So good luck.
Keep going. 15 minutes of fighting. That's what it's all about right there. See how it gets bigger? Now I'm gonna start the fire. But the feet are going. I start the fire, I make the pizza. Hips are always going with it. Can't get enough hip. From there, the Q-tip. 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 Throw it away. That's not working. You hit it with this. Come on. Get away from him!
Peter, dear. I've missed you. Come. Just wander up. You know you can't do this alone.
Units report now! I'll pay you the usual rate.
If you want the shots, I'll take the staff job. Double the money.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix Legions, loyal servant to the true Emperor Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Not so bad. Oh. Hello, Beastie.
All right, there you go. That was an interesting decade at the cinema, wasn't it? Anyway, there you go. 6 rounds tonight. 6 rounds of all new film quiz trivia here. Some of it hard, some of it maybe a little easier, but still pretty hard, let's be honest. Right, so I'm going to give you guys 10 minutes, get those answer sheets, hit submit. You know what we do now. You get your 10-minute intermission with a countdown clock. Once we get to the end of that 10 minutes, I'm going to lock the submissions, and then we will go over the answers, guys. So we'll see you in 10 minutes' time. Get those answer sheets in before the clock gets to 0. See you in a bit.
Another one of these. Yeah, he's looking at a mountain.
There he is. Nikola. Girl's name? Funny enough. Nikola. Nikola Tesla, maybe the most famous Serbian person. It's the only person I know from Serbia.
IFC films, not ICP films, of course. Lots of talk about Tesla, and then someone's on a MacBook.
Impressing people with his Googling.
Electricity. He didn't make it. He didn't invent it. He didn't even invent the Faraday cage. He's just using someone else's.
Oh, lightsabers. There we go. It's a new Star Wars film.
Carl McLaughlin's there for his sins.
Looks like he's still from Twin Peaks. It looks like Cal McLaughlin's like one of those guys that didn't know the war ended and he's in some fucking Vietnamese forest. He's still just in his Twin Peaks fucking uniform from 4 years ago or whatever. And he's just wandered onto the set and they've gone, you know what? You suit this.
Ethan Hawke's got this mustache which doesn't conduct electricity, and that's why he's so depressed about it.
What did he make up? Alternating current. Whatever. Electricity. Golden egg? Big egg? A lot of eggs in this film. A lot of white eggs in this film, including Carl McLaughlin.
Eating ice cream, having an ice cream fight. This film is kooky, or is it serious? Who knows?
Doesn't everyone?
He's having a wet mouth. Everyone in this film looks like they got a bit of a wet mouth.
$50,000.
Too much money, even back then.
There's that cat again. She might be a witch. There's a book. He's writing a check. Lots of stuff is happening. It's happening really fast, so I don't really understand it. Jim Gaffigan's there.
Hot pocket.
There's electricity, more sort of like bad matte painting backgrounds, which are they doing it for budget reasons? I don't really know. Are they trying to be too artistic for their own good?
Oh, he's wet again. More wetness. Electricity does not go with wetness.
The synthwave music kicks in.
They start this music up, but it's trying to trick you into coming to watch it, because this music won't be in the film. They're just trying to trick you to go, fucking hell, this is boring.
Audacious, is it though?
I'm just sort of left not really giving a shit about any of this.
Let's get the young crowd in. What gets kids hyped more than a period piece about electricity?
This film's electric, baby.
Unlimited power!
Oh, he's a microphone.
And he's doing stand-up. Imagine. Is this thing on? Yes. I made sure it was on because I'm an electrician.
Clapping that no one else will do in the cinema if it's open.
Trailer trash. We're looking at it. It's the New Mutants. It's a film. It's coming out in 2020 from Marvel.
A load of people lined up unnaturally. No one does that. Zips. Afraid of zips, maybe? Afraid of hands. Afraid of walls. Me too.
Scared of manual labor. Scared of masks. Scared of walls. Scared of showers. Bears. These are all normal fears that people would have. Yeah, let's remember, these are mutants. This is the X-Men universe.
Yeah, a lot of visual effects. It's magic! Ah, so is she, because her name's Magic.
And it stars a whole bunch of people and mutants you've never heard of. It's flashy. There's some words. They got some Marvel humor in there.
That was so hot.
And it's the New Mutants.
Well, hang on a minute. There's nothing there about the date of when this film's coming out. Not even say coming soon. When's it coming out?
You know, I'm glad you asked that, Adam, because I don't know if you know, but this film's had sort of a spotty reputation in coming out with its release dates.
I feel like the New Mutants is always perpetually coming out with, you know, the past decade.
Let me take you back. Let me take you back in time to before the coronavirus, before a lot of things, before a lot of 2-year-olds were even born. All the way back to October 13th, 2017, when the first teaser trailer for the New Mutants came out. This film has had a couple release dates over its time. The original release date for this thing was April 13th, 2018, and we are now, you know, in the summer of 2020, and with a potential release date, I guess, of August 28th, from what I could find. You know, we've had February 22nd, 2019, August 2nd, 2019, Then that moved to April 3rd of 2020, and now, supposedly August 28th, 2020. This thing, will it ever come out?
No.
Is the question. It's on it's on all our minds. I think they might have locked away the release date with all those kids in this psychiatric center from the film.
It's a victim of consequence, this film, to be on the slate for when, 20th Century Fox, which is now Studios because of Disney's takeover. So there's that whole now we're in control, we don't like it, fuck you. And then to be like, well, we kind of have to release the film because of X, Y, and Z. And then what's happened? Coronavirus. Who knows what might come up before August 28th? I'm quite scared. I actually expect August 27th there'll be a nuclear war will break out. And Disney are like, for fuck's sake, how long can we get this film? We need to release it. And there's going to be a bunker somewhere. And the last remaining Disney employee will just slip a fucking CD into some player, press play, it'll start, and then it'll say media corrupt, and you're like, no!
I feel like the day after the nukes drop, that's when the next trailer drops with an updated release date. And then eventually when this film does come out, we're going back to the beeswax, like when they used to do things. It's like, oh, New Mutants is coming out on beeswax. I can't wait. I really can't wait to see the adventures of Wolfsbane and Magic and the demon bear on beeswax. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Who fucking said it was a Nostradamus or something? Where it's like war or something. What was it? Einstein? It was like World War III will be fought with sticks and stones because the idea that the world will be blown up and stuff. So basically, it'll be back to just verbally describing stories. There is a tale of Wolfsbane. It's a girl who turns into a wolf. And you're like, really? No, it's part of the larger X-Men universe. What the fuck is that? Well, it's something that belongs to Disney. Your grandkids are going to love it.
Apparently, the new Four Horsemen are going to be War, Pestilence, Famine, and the New Mutants being released. The end times are coming. It's like, here's Apocalypse. He's like,
I have assembled my 4 horsemen.
And then it's just a DVD of the New Mutants, and he's holding it up, and he's like,
well, this is it. World's over now.
And it's still the Oscar Isaacs Ivan Ooze version of him as well.
That was awful. What a come down it was to be like, as a kid, I was like, the two fucking best stories are Age of Apocalypse and Days of Future Past, and they both get shat. We get scat in our mouths. I am sick of getting shat on by X-Men. Please. You did 2 good films. I guess Logan was alright.
This was going to be the one that got everybody excited again, especially after the old damp squid of Dark Phoenix. I mean, the Dark Phoenix 2, the remake, sequel, prequel, Dark Phoenix. I would say the bad version of Dark Phoenix, but that's debatable.
Yeah, you gotta get wait, say it. Go on, be more specific. It's like the one with Patrick Stewart in.
No, keep going.
The one without Vinnie Jones. Okay.
This movie is done. It's sitting somewhere.
It's ready to go out.
It's sitting on Josh Boone's shelf. He just stares at it pissed off every day. People must see my vision, my masterpiece. Why do the gods conspire against me? Sure, that's not how he sounds, but
yeah, he's a vampire, which would be a mutant. Morbius.
He's Morbius.
Morpheus. He does a Morpheus.
Drink the bread pill, because it's blood.
There is no release date. Only.
Will this film ever come out? What's the date? You predict a date.
I reckon it's going to be December 2020.
December 2020, coming to a sonogram near you.
Coming to that thing from fucking that Batman film with the Riddler, and you have to just stick it on your head, and you're like, ah!
Does anyone else feel like a fried egg?
A big thank you to all of the volunteers at Wikipedia for continually updating that article. That article must be fucking. It's like that and politics, just constantly being worked over non-stop. Another day, another trailer. Come to bed. No, there's a new Mutants trailer that needs updating on the Wikipedia.
Your son is graduating college. You have to come watch it.
He was 5 years old when you started this.
We all look forward to the New Mutants coming out sometime.
No.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. You've had your 10 minutes, which now means I have to lock the submissions. I'm going to do that right now. I always like to do a bit of a live commentary for this, tell you exactly what I'm doing, right? I've clicked on the tab, I'm going to it. Oh, I've accidentally gone to another tab. Now I'm going to click the button that says accepting responses, and there you go. We're no longer accepting responses. Thank you to the 71 teams who submitted answer sheets tonight. So a lot of you guys vying it out to see who can win. And of course, we'll find out tomorrow. But let's go over the answers first off, because where am I? I'm somewhere. I'm telling you, you get lost. You take 10 minutes off, all of a sudden, you lose your mind a bit. Here we go. We got the answers coming in, everybody. And let's start it off with round 1, because that makes the most sense. We don't want to do like round 3 and then 5, then 2, then 1. We'll start with round 1, the Joel Schumacher round, as it were, the obscured round. Name the films, and I'll stick with you for this one. Number 1, of course, was St. Elmo's Fire. Do you like it when I've got the mouse over the screen? It really diminishes the magic of cinema. Judd Nelson. What the hell happened to him? Joaquin's getting a bit of play in the quiz tonight, and we are number 2, 8mm.
Nice picture.
Which, of course, got a few direct-to-video sequels. Definitely one. I feel like there was another one, though. Maybe I'm making it up. Maybe I just want it to be. Number 3, old Ant-Man in Falling Down. Imagine if, like, kids just grow up and they just refer to him as Old Ant-Man. He just, oh, look, there's Old Ant-Man. Shame. And, of course, we've got number 4, Batman Forever, which, will we get the Schumacher cut? Oh. I mean, I'd watch it. If they want to put it up, I'd watch it. Give me more director's cuts, that's what I say. Where does it end? Number 5, Flatliners, which just got a terrible remake. A bit of Oliver Platt there. That'd be a little running theme for the next one as well. Love a bit of Platt. Jimmy King. He will rule you. And let's go on to see what number 6 was, because we've got A Time to Kill. I'll just do an Oliver Platt round soon. Maybe next week. Maybe you guys should review some Oliver Platt films. That's for 2 weeks' time. That's your homework.
Can't put the Superman number 77.
Of course, I'm sure a lot of you guys will get number 7 with the Lost Boys.
And you can't put the number 98 with the 300s.
Bit of comic book talk. Gotta love it.
Where the hell are you from? Krypton?
Phoenix, actually.
Yeah, I just like watching some of the clips as well. Maybe 8's a harder one, because I don't imagine too many people saw Trespass, but there it is. Got a great cast. I've never seen it, but I do actually want to track it down after this, because the one clip really took my interest. Number 9, you've got Tigerland. A bit Colin Farrell, just sounding, well, not like Colin Farrell.
I'll tell you, Sarge, I don't like the rehearsal, so I'm gonna skip the show.
Fuck you, get on that juice, boy.
Nice sort of dub there, it seems like. And then, this one completely flew over my head. I never knew Joel Schumacher directed Bad Company, but there you go. You learn something new every day when you're making film quizzes and film podcasts and film-related videos on YouTube. And you can find all that on our social medias. So there you go. That was round 1. So St. Elmo's Fire, 8mm, Falling Down, Batman Forever, Flatliners, A Time to Kill, The Lost Boys, Trespass, Tigerland, and Bad Company. So very well done if you got some of those. Round 2 is the soundtracks round. So let's go full screen for this one and listen to some of these great soundtracks again.
Don't try to build your nest out in the open west, 'cause there's a million ways to die. 6 bullets in the gut are just a paper cut.
Now, once upon a time in the West, a madman lost his damn mind in the West. Love less, kidnapper down, nothing less. Now I must put his behind to the test. Then through the shadows, in the saddle, ready for battle. Bring all your poison, here come the poison. Behind my back, all that riffing you did, front and center. Now where your lip at, kid? Who that is? A mean brother, bad for your health. Looking damn good though, if I can say it myself. Told me Loveless is a madman, but I don't fear that. He got mad weapons too, ain't trying to hear that. Trying to bring down me, the champion, when y'all clowns gon' see that it can't be done. Understand me, son, I'm the slickest they is. I'm the quickest they is. Did I say I'm the slickest they is? So if you barking up the wrong tree, we coming. Don't be starting nothing. Me and my partner gonna test your chest, Loveless. Can't stand it.
Could just play that all day, really. So there you go, the Westerns round. Remember, sort of, they're not the films you traditionally think of when you think of Westerns, but they all do have that Western undertone to them, I do think so. I do that. That's weird the way I said that. Let's forget about that. We'll delete that bit if we do get this one up on YouTube, which hopefully we will this week. That would be nice for the people that missed it. But let's go to round 3, the picture round. We'll stick together for this one. Throw them a bone. We are talking dogs. Hey, look, Will Smith. I see what's happening here. Lots of Big Willie today. The film, of course, was I Am Legend, and the dog's name was Samantha or Sam. And I do say that film has a very specific point when it goes from being a very good film to a very bad film, and it involves the dog. If you've not seen the film, there you go. So I'm sure most of you have and know what I'm talking about. But it's a very good film up to that point, and then it really just falls flat after that. Because this is my opinion, it's my show, and I get to make it. Damn it. Right, number 2. That is going to be Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. And the dog's name, of course, is Chance. Voiced by Michael J. Fox. So Michael J. Fox is getting some play. We got 2 of his films here. Number 3, The Secret Life of Pets, of course, and that is going to be Max. We won't discuss the original voice actor here. No, we'll only talk about Patton Oswalt, who is the voice actor in The Secret Life of Pets 2, which is not the correct answer, I'm afraid, because that is a still from the first film. And I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't trick you. The Call of the Wild, one of the last films to get released in cinemas before the things happened. Things have happened. And of course, that fake dog is Buck. And the behind-the-scenes clips from that film are hilarious. The guy who has to play a dog, I'd love to know how much he got paid for that, because I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to get on all fours and be a dog. And I'll leave that there for you guys to enjoy. And then finally, of course, we had Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, although I'm sure we can just accept Anchorman. We won't accept Anchorman 2, though. The legend continues, and that is Baxter. Oh, Baxter. What a great dog Baxter was, till he got punted. So there you go. Let's go on to the trivia round. A bit of trivia here. What's going to happen? Here we go. The delay game. Let's put the following films in order from the shortest delay to the longest delay. And will there be any controversy with this round? I hope not. But these are the figures that I came up with. 161 days was the delay for Free Guy. I don't actually have the release dates in front of me to tell you, unfortunately. I think I buried that somewhere in one of these computers. But you trust me. Trust the Quizmaster. I've never steered you wrong before, right? And then Top Gun Maverick, 180 days. And again, we're going to add to all of these figures, I'm sure, based on how things are going. Black Widow, 181 days. Oh, it's so close between Black Widow and Top Gun Maverick. Fast 9, Furious 9, The Fast and Furious 9, Furious Saga 9, whatever you want to call it. As long as you got a 9 in there, we'll accept it. 316 days. And then the one that really stings, 366 days for Halloween Kills. I was really looking forward to that. And, hey, they announced the massive year-long delay and showed like a 30-second teaser. So, thanks for that. You could have given us something more than that, I think. Anyway, there are your 5 answers there. And then let's go on to Box Office Mofo. Remember, we're putting these in order from the lowest to highest grossing. These are the top 5 films at the U.S. box office for the weekend of July 10th to the 12th. Just crazy to think about. The Goonies pulled in $213,000. Pardon me, Jurassic Park pulled in $224,000, and that was I believe it was the third or fourth week that it was in the top 5 at the U.S. box office, so still making its money. Inside Out, $340,000. Black Panther, $367,000, and that, of course, leaves The Empire Strikes Back with $611,000. I mean, I guess I would too if it was especially like a drive-in, like I was saying. I would definitely go see any of those films at a drive-in right now. That'd be fun. So there you go. Those are your answers, and hopefully we'll be doing Box Office Mofo questions with current releases soon. But I don't want to promise anything. So let's go on to the video round. A little bit of 8-bit glory. Let's see what some of these games were, shall we? So we're starting things off here with a game I've not played. It looks very simple, very basic. But it's the Karate Kid, of course. I mean, look, they nailed the ring mat, didn't they? And it was a karate game from the 80s. You sort of had to know, right? Cobra Kai, Season 3, coming sometime? A little bit more Michael J. Fox? Do we want more Michael J. Fox? Yeah, the bonus level was the guitar, was playing the guitar at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance from Back to the Future. So, taking some liberties there. I mean, the rest of the game is just skateboarding and throwing clocks. Number 3 is a fun one, Total Recall. I think you can see there was, the little face-off. They got the jumpsuits right, they got the little plinth in the middle, I guess, right? So, Total Recall in at number 3. A game I've never played, and I don't think I will. Number 4, we are talking Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. You'll probably get by just putting Star Wars, because that was the original title. And hey, here we go. Tom Cruise getting in on the action again here with one of the worst-looking games I've ever seen. With Top Gun. Very good episode of the Angry Video Game Nerd where he plays Top Gun, so... But a game that, again, I've never played. I've not played really most of these games, including this next one here, which was Lethal Weapon, believe it or not. Featuring, of course, Animal Judge Gary Busey, which I've just cracked the seal on that show. And if you've got Amazon Prime, wow. That is a deep dive into some craziness. Number 7 was Gremlins. You can maybe make out the sprites there of the Gremlins and the Mogwai and stuff like that, causing a bit of a ruckus, making a havoc. I like to think this was one of the easier ones, if you could see. That it was Last Action Hero. The yellow raincoat, the axe throwing, the rooftop. God, I could go for watching Last Action Hero again sometimes. It's just such a fun movie. One of my favorite Schwarzeneggers. Now this one, it isn't Pac-Man, it's actually Alien. So, that was from the Atari, and obviously they had one game that worked, and we're like, we'll just sell this as Alien now. And that's all you used to have to do. So, I'm glad games have progressed a bit further since then. And this is a good one in at number 10. Hudson Hawk. Specifically for Adam, because we know this is one of his favorite films. He loves it. Talking yourself out of Last Action Hero. Never talk yourself out of Last Action Hero. Not enough musical numbers in the Hudson Hawk game, though. Adam, you actually have to go and play this now. That'll be on a straight-to-video game sometime soon. Here we go. Number 6, round 6, of course, the yearly beloved round. So you guys had to know all these films, right? You had to know them. But did you get the years right? So let's start it off with the best film on this list, easily. And that is Gladiator. I could just watch this scene on loop for hours on end, and I'd be alright with that. I'd watch this scene for like 2 hours over most of the films on this list. Including 2001's... no, you know what? I like The Mummy Returns. Nah, I do. Big, terrible water. They put the face on the water as opposed to sand this time. Crazy technology. Not good technology, but that's what they did. The Anubis Warriors, they're dogs. It's like another dog round. Die Another Day at 2002. A film I was so excited for when it came out. And I'm sure when I was however old I was in 2002, I probably liked it. But on further revisiting, it doesn't. 2003, of course, we've got X2, X-Men United, or just X-Men 2 or X2. It's got a couple different titles. But what an opening scene for a film. we gotta get Shrek in there, right? Shrek 2 in at 2004. What was the big gingerbread man's name? Was it Mongo or Morgo or something like that? Will Smith, again, another bit of Will. With Hitch, I mean... This was one of those films when it came out in cinemas. I remember friends wanting to see, and I was just like, no, I will not do this. You can't make me. Mongo was his name, yes. And there's a person involved in this film, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Notice I used a clip of Johnny Depp getting killed, but I don't know what that says. Hey, whose side of the coin, right? We're not gonna get into that here, though. Best scene from the best Spider-Man film, right? I think so. Oh, come on. Kevin James has been funny in The King of Queens. Yeah, I love guilty pleasure, The King of Queens. But yeah, not in any films, for sure. Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. Did you see it? Did you like it? Did you care? It came out in 2008. And then, you know what that means for 2009. You know. We're talking Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen. And they've got, you see what they're doing, right? You see what they're doing. John Turturro's called it scrotum because it's two wrecking balls. And you guys get it. You've seen the film. You get it. Well done, everybody. That is the quiz for tonight. And thank you guys for playing because, again, I don't remember what number quiz this is anymore. We've done a lot of these, but we are having fun doing it. I really enjoyed putting that last quiz together. Again, trying some new things, doing some different stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know they do tend to be a bit on the harder side, so I do appreciate the fact that you guys still keep coming back for more and more torture every week or every 2 weeks when we do this. Guys, if you're looking for something to do while you're home, or maybe you're venturing outside again, give the Filmageddon podcast a download. You can get it on filmageddon.co.uk or any podcasting platforms of your choice. Rate, review us, all that good stuff. Means the world to us. We've done like 135 episodes, although that has taken like 6 or 7 years, but we'll forget about that. It's been a fun ride along the way. We're doing another one this weekend. And of course, the quiz itself is coming back on Wednesday, August 5th. So 2 weeks from now, I'm going to start cracking on with this one in the next few days here. And like we said before, guys, let us know what you want to see in the quiz, sort of round ideas, themes, any of that stuff. Just send them to us on Twitter. We're at Filmageddon Quiz, or you can always email us at filmageddonfilmquiz@gmail.com. But yeah, Twitter, email, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll take more of your suggestions in. We did it a bit this week. We did it a bit on the last one, and we just have a bit of fun. So yeah, that's been another quiz, another Filmageddon Film Quiz. Thank you again all for watching. We will release the final standings and the winners tomorrow. We might be doing things a little bit different. It might not be on Twitch. We might do it on Twitter. We're going to see the sort of times playing a bit of a factor this week. We will let you know either way, and we'll make sure to let everybody know who's won the quiz. So, yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow with the results. Thank you, everybody, again for playing. Have a great night. Have a great rest of the week. Stay safe, stay healthy, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time here on the Filmageddon Film Quiz. See you guys. Have a good one. Bye. Oh, I'm still here. Bye. Why am I still here? Wait. Oh, people want to see Leo. All right, it's fine. Okay, people could have left. It's fine. Now this is like extra bonus features. I'll go get the dog. I'll get the dog if you guys want to see the dog. I need a show of dogs in the chat. A show of Leos. A show. Okay, yes, puppy. All right. You guys are going to have to wait. This is very unprofessional what I'm doing now. All right, I'm going to go get the dog, which broke the mic last time. It was all Leo's fault. All right, wait a couple seconds. Let me go get him. Leo! Okay. Wave. Yeah. So here he is. He's making his appearance. And he's saying, thank you everybody for doing the quiz and for playing along and for enjoying the dog round. And yeah. So there he is. Go watch Leo's videos on YouTube. Look for Leo the Cardigan. He's got an Instagram page as well. Don't update it nearly as much as we should. But he's so goddamn cute. All right, see you later, Leo. And see you guys later. Maybe I'll teach you guys more about the puppet next time. Because there's a whole thing about the puppet that we don't want to get into. Okay, see you guys next time. Where am I looking? Bye. Bye.